Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This channel, Arid Science, is all about trying to learn various concepts of Arid Science by practicing a lot of questions. In this video, we are going to solve this question on Leetcode regarding find students who improved. The difficulty level of this question is medium, and I'm going to share the SQL schema as well as the panda schema in the description box below. Okay, the question reads: we are given a table called scores with four different columns: student ID, subject, score, and exam date. The combined column student ID, subject, and exam date is the primary key for this table. Each row contains information about a student's score in a specific subject on a particular exam date. Score is between 0 and 100 inclusive. We are asked to write a solution to find the students who have shown improvement. A student is considered to have shown improvement if they meet both of these conditions, have taken exams in the same subject on at least two different dates, their latest score in that subject is higher than their first score. So, this is very important. Return the result table ordered by student ID, subject in ascending order. Let's go to this example. Here we have various student IDs, their subject, scores, and exam date. So if we look at for student ID 101, so the person has taken math exam twice. First time on 15th of January 2023 and taking the math exam again on 15th of February 2023, where the score improved, right? So the final score is 85. The first score was 70. So student ID 101, subject math should be in the output. Similarly, if we look at for 101, but for the physics subject, the score has decreased. So it should not be in the output. And similarly, we can calculate for 102, 103, 104, and so on. And that is what we have in our output. So to solve this question, what we can do is we can perform a self join. So basically what we need to do is we need to satisfy two conditions. Firstly, the student should have taken the same subject exam at least on two different dates. And secondly, the last score or the final score should be greater than the first score. So what we can do is we can perform a self join. How we are going to do that is, so let's say from this table called scores aliased as S1, let us perform a left join on itself. So left join scores aliased as S2, and now we need it for every student ID and subject combination. So on S1 dot student ID is equal to S2 dot student ID, and S1 dot subject is equal to S2 dot subject. And also it says that one of the conditions that we need to satisfy is exam date should be different. So what we can do is we can say that exam date from the S1 table or scores first table should be less than, or you can do greater than as well. I am going ahead and doing this with less than. S1 dot exam date is less than S2 dot exam date. Okay, what should I do is let me return all the columns from S1, and then from S2 all I am concerned about whether the score improved and what was the exam date. So S2 dot exam date as next date, and then S2 dot score as, so let me alias this as next. Let me go ahead and run this and let's see what do we get in our output. Okay, so if we look at our output, let me just drag it to the left. So what we have here right now is for student ID 101 for math subject, the first exam was taken on 15th of January 2023, 70 score was 70. The next exam was on 15th of February 2023, the score is 85. Now we can ignore all the rows where these dates or scores are null. Why? Because if it says null, that means there was no other exam taken after this, or in cases like 103, where there was only one exam taken by that student for that particular subject. To reiterate, why would we have these nulls? The first condition would be, so take student ID 101, subject math, the exam date is 15th of January, and then the next date is 15th of February, and then you have another row. So obviously there was no other exam taken for this particular subject for this student ID. So obviously these are nulls. So obviously these rows are not useful for us. And secondly, for students who have only taken the exam once for that particular subject, those are also nulls because they are going to violate one of the conditions. So let us filter it out. Let us keep that, hey, keep only those rows where either you can do S2 dot score or S2 dot exam date. So let me do S2 dot exam date is not null. Now if I go ahead and run this, let's see what do we get in our output. So now it's filtered out to, so for student ID is the subjects where the exam was taken, and then another exam for the same subject was taken by the student ID and what was the score in it. Now here luckily what we have is for every student ID the exam was taken only twice, right? For example, for 101 math 15th of January, 15th of February, for physics 15th of January, 15th of February, and so on. However, it is possible to have that there is another role. Let's say student ID 101 took the math exam again on 15th of March 2023, and let's say they scored 65. So will they be considered an improvement? No. Why? Because their first score would be 70 and their latest score is going to be 65, right? The question says they are said to be improving only if their latest score is higher than their first score, right? So you cannot just directly go ahead and compare the scores and next scores for each of these rows. Firstly, you need to make sure that the row that you are comparing these scores, it is has the first exam date and the latest exam date. How can you do that? You can rank. That is, if you partition by the student ID and the subject, arrange in exam date ascending order, and then by next date in descending order. So think of the example again. So let's say there was another row, same row, right? So where you have 15th of January 2023 for student ID 101 and math, you would be having score as 70. However, the next date is, let's say, 15th of March 2023 with score 65. Now, if you do arrange by exam date in ascending and next date in descending, the second row is going to get rank 1. And that is what we need to consider, because we need to consider the first exam date and the latest exam date, right? So what we can do is we can rank. How are we going to do that is we can use any ranking function, but let me go ahead and do row number. Then since this is a window function, we write the over clause and then we need it for every student ID and subject combination. So what we do is partition by the student ID and then subject, then you order by s1 dot exam date, right? And these columns are coming from s1 as well, so let me just make it clear. S1 dot subject, s1 dot student ID, right? S1 dot exam date in ascending order, and then s2 dot exam date. Now you might be thinking, why don't we have next date? Because everything has same precedence, so you need to have that in mind, right? So s2 dot exam date in descending order, and then let us perform this and alias this as rank. Now let me go ahead and run this. Okay, so if we look at it now, what we have here is now rank 1 basically means we are having those rows where it is the exam date is the first exam date and the next date is basically the latest exam date, and obviously the scores are now the first and the latest score. So what we can do is we can save this entire thing in a common table expression. So with CTE as, this entire thing goes into parentheses, and then what we are going to do is from this common table expression we are only concerned about those rows where rank is equal to 1, and what should be happening is your latest score should be greater than your first score. The latest score is stored in next store. So, and next score is greater than your score column. For these kind of situations, return me student ID, the subject, the score should be aliased as first score, and your next score should be aliased as latest score, and then the output should also be ordered by student ID and subject in ascending order, right? If you look at the question, this is what we need to do. Let me go ahead and run this. Let's see what do we get in our output. So yeah, this is accepted. If we look at our output is exactly same as expected output. Let me go ahead and submit it to pass all the test cases. So yeah, this is accepted and this is output. So Yes, tricky question. What we basically did was firstly we performed a self join of the scores table on itself using the student ID and the subject and making sure the person has been taking the exam at least 2 times. So exam date is less than s2.exam date. You can do the reverse as well. And also, since we need to compare the scores, if those rows where you don't have an exam date, and obviously if you don't have an exam date, you don't have a score, so you cannot compare those. So that is why we filtered those rows out, and then we ranked so that we have the first date of exam and the latest date of exam signed rank 1, and that is what we filtered next, and also compared that your next or the final score should be greater than your first score, and we return all the desired columns. So yeah, this is how we do it. Let me know if there's a better, more efficient to solve this question. Let the solution be in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.